Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where enduring wisdom meets the strength of presence, and where we uncover the truths modern society refuses to teach men. There's a lie you've been sold, and it's destroying your confidence, your attraction, and your value as a man. That lie is this: be nice to her and she'll love you. Now listen closely. Nice is not the same as kind. Nice is not strong. Nice is not leadership. In fact, in today's world, nice is often code for desperate, approval-seeking, spineless behavior, and women feel it instantly. This video is not about playing games. It's about reclaiming your edge as a man. It's about knowing your value, setting standards, and leading with power, not permission-seeking. Because when you stop trying to please her and start embodying purpose, strength, and unshakable confidence, she stops testing you and starts respecting you. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 powerful behaviors you must embrace instead of being nice, using historical relationship lessons, deep emotional intelligence, and timeless masculine truth. This is not just advice. This is a blueprint for becoming the man she doesn't just want, but admires, trusts, and is drawn to instinctively. So, if you're ready to lead with strength rather than chase with weakness, stay with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you're done being the nice guy and ready to step into your real masculine power. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Nice guys seek approval. Real men lead with purpose. The first truth you must understand is this: women don't fall in love with nice, they fall in love with certainty. Certainty in who you are, in your values, and in your path as a man. Nice guys are not actually kind, or they're often afraid of rocking the boat, afraid of losing her, afraid of being disliked. And that fear leaks out in every word, every action, and every glance. In contrast, real men don't seek validation, they embody it. Take Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor. He wasn't beloved for being soft, he was loved for being grounded in wisdom, purpose, and poise. He didn't ask to be respected, he simply lived in such a way that respect was the only response. Today, the modern nice guy thinks he has to agree with everything she says, always be available, avoid conflict, and suppress his true feelings to make her comfortable. But in doing so, he becomes forgettable, predictable, weak. Here's what to do instead. 1. Have a mission. Bigger than her, women are naturally drawn to men with direction. If your world revolves around her, she'll feel it, and she'll lose interest. Lead a life she wants to join, not control. 2. Say what you actually think. Most nice guys say what they think she wants to hear. But real connection comes when you speak truthfully with confidence. Even when your opinion differs, women don't want a clone, they want a man who can challenge them. 3. Set boundaries, not rules. Don't try to control her. Instead, set clear boundaries for yourself. For example, I don't entertain disrespect, or I don't argue with people who raise their voice. When you enforce boundaries calmly, it shows strength and earns respect. 4. Be comfortable. Saying no is powerful. Whether it's declining an invite, ending a draining conversation, or walking away from bad behavior, the ability to say no protects your peace and signals self-worth. 5. Don't try to be her therapist. Stop over-investing emotionally in problems that aren't yours to solve. A woman doesn't want you to fix her. She wants to feel your stability in the face of chaos. Let her vent, listen, but don't lose yourself in her emotional storms. Now understand this clearly. Being firm doesn't mean being cold, being strong doesn't mean being rude, and being assertive doesn't mean being arrogant. It means you are grounded, present, and unwilling to trade your truth for temporary approval. Think about King Leonidas of Sparta. He didn't earn loyalty by being agreeable. He was bold, decisive, and unmovable. His queen didn't follow him out of fear. She followed him out of deep, earned respect. So stop trying to be liked, be respected first, and love will follow on stronger ground. Drop a comment below. I lead with purpose, not permission. Chapter 2. Stop pleasing. Start commanding respect. Let's get one thing clear. You're not here to be her entertainment. You're here to be her anchor. Nice guys operate like entertainers, constantly doing things to win her smile, her approval, or her attention. They walk on eggshells. They overthink every text. They say yes when they want to say no, and they call it love. But what they're really doing is performing, and performance leads to pressure, not connection. Real men don't chase. They command respect by showing that their time, energy, and love are valuable. They don't beg for attention. They attract it through presence, direction, and self-respect. Take the example of Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor who built the Taj Mahal. It wasn't just a monument of beauty, it was a display of love forged from strength, power, and legacy. His love was grand because he was grounded in purpose first, and love became the expression of it. Modern nice guys miss this. They place the woman on a pedestal and forget to build their own throne. Here are a few more things you must do instead. 6. Walk away when you're not respected. Too many men tolerate disrespect because they're afraid to lose her. But what you allow is what will continue. The moment you walk away from low effort, you send a message, not just to her, but to yourself. My worth isn't up for negotiation. 7. Be mysterious, not predictable. Predictability kills desire. When you're too available, too transparent, or too reactive, the mystery dies. Let her wonder about you. Let her feel your absence. Let her miss your presence. Desire grows in space, not in constant access. 8. Prioritize discipline over emotion. Nice guys are reactive. They move based on how they feel. But powerful men lead with discipline. They keep training. They stay focused. They protect their energy. And that energy becomes magnetic. Remember, a woman respects the man who doesn't lose himself in her mood swings, but stays rooted in his own direction. 9. Don't make her the source of your happiness. She's a part of your life, not the center of it. Don't lose your hobbies, your friends, or your mission just to spend more time with her. That's how resentment builds. Keep watering your own garden. And if she fits, she flourishes in it. 10th. Be willing to be misunderstood. The fear of being misunderstood keeps men quiet. It makes them hide their strength under a fake smile. But truth is, you're not for everyone, and that's your power. Stand in your standards, and the right woman will rise to meet them. Now, every time you silence your real self to please her, you chip away at your masculinity. But every time you stand in your truth, something changes in how she looks at you. She doesn't just see a man, she sees a foundation, a man who doesn't need her validation to feel complete, a man who gives love, not to earn something, but because he is already whole. This is how you stop being nice and start being unforgettable. Drop a comment below. I don't chase love, I attract it by becoming the man I was born to be. Chapter 3. Why being nice makes you invisible, and strength makes you irresistible. Let's face it, the nice guy is often invisible, not because he's not trying hard enough, but because he's trying too hard in all the wrong ways. He thinks being available 24/7, showering her with compliments, agreeing with everything she says, and constantly reassuring her will win her heart. But here's the truth. When you try to make a woman the center of your world, she'll often start treating you like background noise in hers. Why? Because women don't want perfection, they want presence, they want direction, they want to feel something real. Think about Odysseus, the hero of Homer's Odyssey. His wife Penelope didn't stay loyal to him because he was nice. She stayed loyal because he was a man of purpose, a leader, a warrior, a man worth waiting for. Even from a distance, his name carried weight, power, and legacy. This is how women respond to strength, not subservience. Now here's where it gets even deeper. A woman doesn't just listen to what you say, she feels the energy behind your words. She can sense when you're operating from fear and when you're standing in truth. So when you say, "I care about you," do you say it with power? Or do you say it like you're asking for approval? When you ask her to spend time together, Are you inviting her into your world or begging to enter hers? The difference is everything. Nice guys hide their masculinity under politeness. Real men refine their masculinity through emotional mastery. Here's what emotional intelligence looks like in action. Stay calm when she's emotional. Don't try to fix her or match her storm. Just stay grounded. Let her feel your unshakable presence. Express your standards clearly. Don't be afraid to say, "I don't tolerate that," or "that doesn't work for me." When you speak with calm certainty, she'll hear your strength without needing to raise your voice. Reward. Respect, not drama. The nice guy gives attention when she pulls away, hoping it brings her closer. The strong man gives more when she brings peace, and withdraws when she brings chaos. This isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. Let silence speak for you. When you pull back, when you stop over-explaining, when you just observe, you give her space to feel your absence, and in that absence, she'll recognize your value. The greatest seduction isn't loud, it's not clingy, it's quiet strength. It's the calm in your eyes, it's your unwillingness to beg. When a woman feels that, it does something to her. She may not show it immediately, but deep down she knows you're different. You're not like the others. You're not fighting for her attention. You're commanding it effortlessly because you've stopped being nice and you've started being real. Drop a comment below. I stay grounded and let my presence speak louder than words. Chapter 4. From approval, seeking to power, reclaiming the masculine edge. By now you understand the deeper truth. Nice is a strategy, not a virtue. And the strategy fails every time. It fails because it's built on lack. The lack of confidence, the lack of purpose, the lack of identity. Nice guys try to earn love through effort, not presence, through performance, not power. But here's the shift. When you stop trying to be the guy she wants and start being the man you were born to be, everything changes. That's when the respect comes. That's when the attraction deepens. That's when the games stop. Because you're not playing anymore. You're leading. Let's look at one of the most powerful real-life examples in history. Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. Flawed? Yes. But forget the battlefield for a moment and look at how he led in love. He didn't beg for the attention of women. He didn't overgive or over-explain. He was fully absorbed in his mission, and women chased him not because of charm, but because of the weight of his presence. When he wrote to Josephine, it wasn't desperation, it was desire with clarity. When she disrespected that bond, he didn't plead, he acted decisively. That's the kind of masculine energy women remember, and that's the kind you must cultivate. Here's how to fully embody that edge, and to make peace with being alone. Stop fearing solitude. Most nice guys cling to relationships because they're terrified of being alone with their thoughts. But solitude is where strength is forged. That's where you get clear. That's where your standards are born. Protect your energy like it's gold. Not every woman deserves your time, attention, or vulnerability. You're not an open faucet. You're a river with boundaries. Let the right one earn her place in your life by how she shows up consistently. Lead every interaction with intent. Before you speak, before you reply, ask yourself, am I acting from power or from fear? This one habit will change how women see you and how you see yourself. Let her choose you. Don't convince her. You don't convince a queen to stay. You show up as the king and let her choose the throne beside you. That's how real alignment works. Not through pressure, but through power. Stop apologizing for being a man. Don't shrink yourself to fit modern narratives. Don't hide your ambition, your standards, or your drive. The right woman isn't intimidated by your power. She's drawn to it. Because when a woman feels truly safe with you, not because you're always agreeable, but because you're deeply rooted, she relaxes, she softens, she submits to the strength she can feel, not the words you say. And in that moment, she doesn't see a nice guy. She sees a man, a leader, a presence she doesn't want to lose. So drop the act, burn the script, and step fully into your masculine power without apology. That's how you stop being nice and start being unforgettable. Drop a comment below. I don't need to be liked. I choose to be respected.